Good morning, yogis. Back to school. Excited. It's that time of year. Today or tomorrow, I can't remember, the sun shifts into the sign of Virgo. And it's an energetic shift. Virgo represents our daily routine. And this time of year, most people's daily routine shift. Whether you're actually in school or have children, most people have a change in their rhythm of life at this time. And I think it's interesting because that's what Virgo represents, is the rhythm change of life often. I won't go too far down the rabbit hole, but my birthday's in the Virgo month, so of course I champion Virgo. There's no sign better than another. They're all rays of the same sunlight. They just come out at different angles. But when I was doing research way back, I studied with an astrologer named Rick Levine, sometimes called Merlin. And he does look like Merlin. He's kind of a wizard, and he goes deep into the astrological knowledge. He's also a former scientist, or still a scientist, but has that background. And he doesn't, nor do I, see that they should be in conflict with each other. Like, that's a modern paradigm, that things spiritual and scientific should be against each other. That doesn't help anybody. And frankly, the ancient traditions say it's simply not true. Science was invented, or not invented, but understood by the ancient ones. The yogis themselves used the word science. They coined it, or at least in the Western world, that yoga is the science of the soul, and it is the original science. At least from their perspective, you don't have to believe it, because everything emanates from the soul. So if you study the soul, you will understand the universe, protons, electrons, amino acids, whatever you want to study in the physical world. If you don't understand the soul, there'll be something elusive about those things. That's not the point of studying the soul necessarily, so that you can know amino acids better. It's so that you can understand your karma and dharma and be a better, good-hearted person and evolve, at least in the yogic philosophy. But back to the science of Virgo. When I throw the word out there, probably if you start thinking or saying the word over and over again, like, oh, that sounds like the word virgin. And the literal translation of the word Virgo, it so struck me as what an interesting translation of the word. When you take the word Virgo and translate it into its original etymology, it means one who chooses themselves. And it's a capital S, not a lowercase s. One who chooses the self. And Virgo, the energy of Virgo has to do with choice, completely. If you're doing an astrological rundown and you want a one-word answer for what is Virgo energy, it's understanding free will choice completely. And it's an initiation into that. This time of year, people make different choices. It could be subconscious, conscious, or subliminally conscious, but your rhythm changes and you're like, well, we're just going to do society changes, so I do different things. But this is the time of year where the Virgo school says, wake up and understand the choices you're making in your life. You have the power over your life. In any moment, you can choose differently. And you say, well, I don't know about that. And the Virgo school of initiation says the first two choices you need to take back to change your life, particularly if you're like, I need to manifest, I want to change, I want to get that house, I want to do this. That's all great. There's nothing wrong with that. But Virgo, the school of Virgo says if you want to manifest something externally, you need to own these two choices first. One is what you think in any moment. And that's kind of become a modern paradigm of the New Age school of thought. Change your thought, change your reality. Easier said than done, because your average Western human being, this is according to the Heart Math Institute, I didn't count this, I don't know how you could, thinks 80,000 thoughts a day. 80,000. If you do the math of how many thoughts a second that is, that's way more thoughts than breaths that you take a day by a magnitude of 4. It's something like 4 to 5 thoughts a minute. Have you ever caught yourself in a stream of consciousness and you're like, whoa, I just went forward and back in time. I was arguing with my grandmother. I was at Costco buying something. I was over here. I was judging that person's outfit. And that was in 1 second.
Yeah.
It's funny, but not funny. Because that's the leading edge of your reality. If you're not in control of what is, or managing what you're thinking, that's going to manifest your reality. And so the school of Virgo says you really need to be in mastery of your minute-to-minute thoughts. That's probably the hardest thing for people to do on this path. Probably the hardest thing to do. It seems mundane and funny. Well, I was just thinking about Costco. No problem, but that becomes your reality. And so do the other thoughts about arguing with grandma and whatever else. The second thing that the school of Virgo says to take back into mastery is how you will react to anything. And while we go into what we say instinctual ways, the yogis, the science of the soul, have already talking about what is instinct. We think science identified it in animals, like they instinctually build nests or they instinctually have a need to mate. The yogis say anything that is instinctual is a karma that has long been in place to become a pattern and has fallen deep into the unconscious. It can be changed, but what we call instinctual is the yogis call a samskara, a groove that is so deep that it eludes the conscious mind. And Virgo says, wake up. Wake up to your habits and to your patterns. There's a saying in the Upanishads, which is very Virgo-y. The Buddha has reset it. Mahatma Gandhi reset it in a different way. And many perennial philosophers have said it in a similar but different way. But it goes something like this. Be aware of your thoughts, because your thoughts become your actions. Be aware of your actions, because your actions become your habits. Be aware of your habits, because your habits become your reality. Beware of your reality, because it becomes your destiny, or your karma is the word that the yogis say. It all begins with thought. Really, the whole practice of yoga is bringing the head back to the heart, if you want a really simple explanation. And the Lakota have a beautiful way of saying this. The longest journey you will ever take in your life is from the head back to the heart, and it's only 12 inches. And in every moment you have the capacity. Sometimes I've heard myself say, well, you're born into this life and you don't get a handbook and you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, so how do I know what I'm doing in life? There is a handbook. You're bringing your head back to your heart. That is the main objective. That is the number one primary objective. And maybe objective is too masculine linear, but that is the process of the evolution of your soul. Another way to say it is bring the mind back to love. I want you to close your eyes. Virgo, one who chooses themselves. That's what that means, literally. The virgins in the ancient traditions, it has nothing to do necessarily with sexuality, though that is a piece of it. It has to do with one who has taken back the staff of will and chooses in alignment with the soul. One who chooses the self. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Mantra, breath work, movement, meditation, intention, nature are all wonderful tools to help with managing the mind, the science of the soul, bringing the head back to the heart. Start with an Om. Breath in. Bring your hands to your heart center. One of the things the yogis in many ancient traditions recommend to help you is to set an intention, not only daily, but if you can, multiple times a day. Tell the field, tell yourself why are you doing what you're doing. That can change your stream of thought. Instead of letting the thought run you, tell the thought pattern, I am doing this and this is why. So why are you here today? Why did you wake up out of bed? Why did you put your feet on the earth? What are you calling in? It's called a sankalpa, vow of the heart. You can repeat it a few times. It can be sent out externally or it can be internally. And if it's helpful throughout the day, after you leave class, say it again. When you go, before you eat your food, pray it over your food, say it again. When you go to drink a glass of water, say it over the water, say it again. Oh, that's too much work, is it? It takes a matter of will. Virgo says, take back the will. What is it that you're calling in? Send it out with one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Softly rub the palms together. And then bring the hands to cup the eyes, reset the nervous system, the gateways, the portals into your perception. I see clearly both inner and outer. And then open the eyes into the darkened hands. And softly start to reach your hands to the heavens, the heart of the sky. Reach up, straighten the elbows, lift the chin, and exhale, fold at the waist, touch the earth in front of you, and bow down. Virgo is the school. Another word for choice is discernment. If you want the Sanskrit word, it's your buddhi, B-U-D-D-H-I, which is your discerning consciousness of truth. Virgo is initiating you to take back that discernment. Be aware of what you choose in any moment. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. One more breath. And exhale out. And softly raise up to a seat. Bring yourself into a tall spine. We'll sing one last little song. Long life, honey in the heart, no evil, 13 thank yous. That's a nice song couple for the day. Take an inhale. Long life, honey in the heart, no evil, 13 thank yous. Long life, honey in the heart, no evil, 13 thank yous. Softly come forward into tabletop, plant your palms and knees on the ground. We'll come back to it, but the yogis, many traditions speak of the power of mantra. If you're not able to control your thoughts or guide them, then replace them. Replace them with something different. Begin to move your hips, your shoulders, your belly, your face, your eyes, your wrists, your ankles, your knees. Just move freely. How do you replace your thoughts? You introduce a repetitive groove like I am love, I am love, I am love, or long life, long life, long life, or Om, 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 Om. There's many mantras, many reprogrammings you can do. You don't have to fight the old, but you do benefit by replacing it. Take about 4 or 5 more breaths, yogis. Virgo, one who chooses the self, one who comes back to discernment. Anyway, I think it's pretty cool. And it's for everybody this time of year. It's not just for people born at this time. It's in the field for all beings. Slowly come into cat-cow with an inhale. Lift your chin and heart. Exhale, pulse back through the spine. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the tailbone. Exhale, flow back, tuck into the heart. One more time, Marjariasana, inhale and exhale. Be mindful of your thoughts become your words and actions. Come to neutral, lift your left hand to the sky, wave to the windows, roll the wrist. And 3 times, thread the needle, come underneath the body. With the breath in, raise back up, strong in the belly and ribs. Reach to the sky, exhale, tuck under again. Last one, breath in, and exhale out. With the breath in, lift the opposite right hand to the sky and bend the elbow, wrap it around the kidneys. At least in the yogic philosophy, no karma is initiated without it first being planted by a seed of thought. Nothing just happens randomly. Nothing just spurs out of nothing. There's no random situations. It may elude our conscious self as to why or where that thought started. Breathe in. Exhale out. One more inhale and exhale. Reach your right hand back to the sky, unbinding it. Bring the hand to the earth underneath the shoulder, elbow bent. Push up, left hand waves to the windows again, unfurling. And then exhale, left hand to the earth. Take the right hand to the sky, wave to the elephant, roll the wrist, and exhale, thread the needle 3 times. Come down on the right shoulder, and then inhale, lift up, wave to the sky. Exhale, twist under. One more, breath in, and exhale, tuck under the body. Your opposite left hand reaches to the sky, and exhale, bend the elbow behind the kidneys. Take a breath in, exhale, soften. 2 more, breathe in, navel moves away from the spine, and exhale, soften into the body. Last one, breathe in, and breathe out. And then inhale, lift the left hand to the sky. Exhale, left hand comes to the earth underneath your left shoulder. Push up, right hand waves to the elephant. And exhale, right hand to the earth. Down dog, spread your fingers wide, turn the toes under, lift the hips to the sky. It's okay to bend the knees. Take bicycle pedal, bend one knee, push the opposite heel to the earth, take a yes to the head, adjust the jaw, horse lips above. Sway the hips side to side. And then on an exhale, walk to the front of your space, forward fold, Uttanasana. You can have a bend in the knees. And then also bend the elbows, hold the edges of the elbows, let the head and forearms straight to the earth. Take a little sway left and right. Let the blood come into the head, into the cranium, into the sense organs. Let it flush down the neck. Let it nourish your thought, your brain. And come back to neutral. Release the hands to the earth. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll up. The knees could be bent. Once you arise, lift your chin, lift your hands. Yes, to life. There's a mantra you can put in. Wave the hands, and then let the hands come down to your side body. And just start swaying side to side. You can bend the elbows and knees. You can start to get your little strut on. This is a Qigong movement to bend the elbows, and then start to get a little deeper on the elbow knee bends. Take a little twist. Breathe. As you come back to neutral, inhale, lift the left hand to the sky above you. Exhale, reach back behind, brush the earth. And then lift the left hand up. Rotate the thumb to the windows and then back to the shoulder. Take that 3 more times. Exhale to the earth. Inhale to the sky. One more. As the left hand goes up, pause. Right hand comes up, receives the wrist. Pull up a little and lean over towards the elephant, towards your right. Open up the ribs. Breathe in. Exhale, both feet are level. One more. And exhale out. Inhale, rise up to neutral. Right hand to the sky. Left hand can hold your hip. Rotate back and brush the earth. Rise up, thumb rotates to the side wall. Shoulder goes back. Deep exhale to the earth. Inhale to the sky. 3 more. Breathe, make some tone. Next time the right hand comes to the sky, pause, left hand comes up, receive the wrist, pull up, lean to the windows to your left, both feet stay level. Breathe in, exhale out. One more, inhale and exhale. Inhale back to center, strong belly. Separate the arms, cactus the arms, a slight back bend. You can bend your knees. Inhale, reach up, palms face me. Bow at the waist, bring the chest to the thigh, sweep the arms to the earth, and then back up to the sky. Inhale, lift up, and then flow. Clear the belly, clear the lungs, move the heart, get the shoulders and hips moving. Activate the energy of the crown to the feet. Your spine is flexing, your belly organs are getting flesh. You're moving blood throughout the body, you're getting the cardiovascular system moving. All of your major muscles are pumping. Two more. One more. And rise up, take your little elbow and knee bend. We're going to do a couple, fascia movements. Fascia is this magical, mystical tissue in the body that's crystalline, and it covers everything. It wraps around your skin, your bones, your organs, your tissues, and it connects and trains and levels all throughout. So to help with your body intelligence, you do cross-body movements. So we'll start. You'll lift up your left leg, bring hands to heart, lift the hands to the sky. Keep palms together. Take your hands over towards the right and the knee to the left. Whoa. Now bring them towards each other. Let's see if you can rotate the hip the opposite way in the arms. If it helps, think about going up, the knee to the windows, hands to the side. And even if you're not successfully doing it, you're training your mind to do something different. And then release, forget about it. Take a little twist. And then we'll do the other side. Prepare yourself, lift the right leg, it's a prayer. Lift the hands up with the leg, you can do that probably. And then hands go to the windows, knee to the side, and then they go back to center. Moving around, breathe. You can practice this one later. And step out, take a little twist side to side. We'll open up the fascia, again, making an X in the body. This one may or may not be simpler, at least a little less brain gem. You'll cross the left foot over the right, pinky toe, and then try to level the feet out. Bring your left hand to your right shoulder, your right hand to your rib. Lift your chin a little bit, gaze is out, and then take a breath in, look to your right, turn the eyes as well. Inhale, center, look left. Inhale, center, look right. Inhale, center, look left. One more each way. Last one to the windows. And then gently unfurl. And then march your mat. Go forward and back. Turn around. If you make eye contact with someone, it's okay. You're not disqualified. You can wave to them. And then come to neutral, so we'll do the fascia train the other way. You lift your right leg, pinky toe meets pinky toe. Feet flatten out. This time you'll bring your right hand to the left shoulder. Bring your left hand to your rib. Take a breath in, and then look to the windows. Inhale, center. Look towards the opposite direction, to the right. Inhale, center. Look to your left. Inhale, center. Look to the right. One more time, both the head and the eyes look, so not just the head. Last one to the right. And then release, unwind the body. Cactus twist, bend the elbows, go side to side, open and close the hands. We're going to keep crisscrossing your body and your mind. Seems like you all are advanced yogis, practitioners of the soul, so we're going to take the hardest movement there is in Qigong, the most difficult one ever, most advanced. Only people who are 108 older are allowed to try, but I think you can do it. Thumbs up. Turn your knuckles in towards you. Close the calf. So if your hands are like this, see if you can turn the wrists in a little bit. You don't have to overforce them. And then a little soft in the elbows, and then left thumb up, right pinky out, and then switch. Opposite thumb, opposite pinky, alternate. Breaking your brain, but it's breaking down all those patterns. Costco, Costco, Costco. New pattern, new pattern, new pattern. And then release, roll the wrists. And now take all 10 fingers and tap them, and then see if you can close your eyes and tap all 10 fingers. The tips of your fingers have pathways to the brain and the neural network, so tapping the hands like this stimulates all the activity in the brain. And then release, just open and close the hands a few times, take them out, and then thumb into the middle, fingers wrap around and roll the wrist. Roll the other way. So we'll do another brain gem from Qigong to take your brain. If you need a description, it's cognition and intuition being crisscrossed. Sometimes we're too much this or too much that. So this says, how about both? Why not? So lift your left hand, wave to me, and then put your left hand down. That's all your left hand is going to do. Take your right hand, wave to me. Now take it to a T, and then take it down. So this arm does two things. 1, 2. This one does 3. 1, 2, 3. But you're going to do them together. And when you put them together, they make a count of 6. So we'll do it slow, and then we'll repeat it a few times, and then we switch arms. Like, I just got it, and I have to do the other side. So both hands to the sky. Hey! Second movement, 2. Second movement, 3. Second movement, 4. Second movement, 5. Second, last movement, 6. We ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I screwed up myself. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Check it out. So the other way, you know it's coming. This arm goes 1, 2, 3. This one goes 1, 2. Here we go. 1. The first one will go slow for myself. 2. It's a lot of movement. 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can do math and draw a picture at the same time now. Just roll the wrist, move the fingers. They're kind of fun practices to do, but they do shake up the neural network, neuroplasticity. So you come back to neutral, lift up to the sky. Exhale, fold down, forward fold. Namaste. Half lift, Ardha Uttanasana, hands to shins. Exhale, plant the hands, walk your feet back to down dog. You're in inverted position, head is heavy, drop the head. Take a breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. With a breath in, lift the right leg to the sky, yogis. Bend the knee in the sky and roll it around, moving the ankle, moving the toes. Circle the hip the other way. And then straighten the right leg. Exhale, knee to belly 1 time, shoulders over wrist, looks like a push-up back. And then exhale through to lunge. Right foot to the top of your space. If you have blocks, you can use them. Gliding lunge, lift the eyes, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, pulse back. Inhale, come forward, lift the heart. Exhale, pulse back. Inhale and exhale. Last one, breath in And exhale, breath out. Chest over thigh, breathe in. And then exhale, release. Warrior one. Right, left heel comes down at a 45. Your hips and forehead are forward towards the front wall. Hands rise up to the sky. Hands come together. Steeple fingers. Breathe in. Exhale out. One more. And exhale, release. Cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, T the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come behind the spine and lace together. Draw the fist away, lift the heart. Start to bend the front knee and humble warrior. Bring the chest inside of the thigh, hands arc up to the sky. Breathe in, head is heaven. Exhale out. One more. Exhale. Unbind the hands, rise back up to warrior one. Hands are separate. Warrior two, you'll need to adjust your feet. Your right heel makes a line of energy into the left ankle. Take a breath in and exhale, side angle. Bend your right elbow, left arm forward. Tuck the right ribs under. Breathe in, breathe out. Rise up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior, right hand to the sky, lean back. Breath in. Exhale, release, warrior two. Trikonasana, straight right leg. Exhale, lean forward towards me, right hand either to the shin, block of the earth. Triangle pose, left hand is high, both shoulders stacked. Both sets of ribs are long, so if you're trying to reach for the floor, but your right ribs are crunchy, bring the hand up higher, lengthen the ribs. Breathe in, exhale out. One more. And exhale, rise up, warrior two, bend the right knee, reverse warrior again. Modification, left hand reaches up for the right wrist. Pull both hands up to the sky and lean back. Both hands are reaching above. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. And then release, warrior two. Inhale, hands to heart. Both toes turn to the windows. Heels and toes are in the same line. Take a breath in. Warrior two to the back wall, to the tiger wall. Left hand points to the back wall. Breathe in. Exhale out. Take an inhale. Exhale, side angle. Bend your left elbow. Right hand reaches for the tigers. Tuck your left ribs under. Open the heart to the sky. Press strong into your back right toe. Breathe in. Exhale out. Inhale, raise up, warrior two. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Hold here, breathe in. Sink into the lunge. One more. Release, warrior two. Trikonasana, straight left leg. Lean to the back wall, left hand tips low towards your left shin, a block of the earth. Both shoulders are stacked. Both sets of ribs are long. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Bend the knee, rise up. Reverse warrior again. Left hand to the sky, left knee lunge. Modification. Your back right hand reaches up to the ceiling, grabs the left wrist, and pulls the arms up. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Release, warrior two. Inhale, hands to heart, look at the windows, and then open up to warrior two to the front of the room. Continuous movement facing towards me. Right hand out. Breathe. Exhale out. Take an inhale and windmill down to the earth. Plant your palms, sweep the right foot back to meet the left in a push-up position. Hold here, breathe in. Exhale out. Strong in the belly, inhale and exhale. One more, breath in and breath out. You can lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Unturn the toes, rise up, cobra, lift the heart. Exhale, release. One more, breath in and exhale, breath out. Turn the toes under, push back, down dog, and then exhale, lift the hips to the sky. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a deep breath in, exhale out. Left side, lift your left leg to the sky. Bend the knee, circle the hip around. Take a twist in the hip socket. Breathe. Circulate the hip the other way, yogi. And then straighten the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to belly, shoulders over wrist, push-up position. Inhale, flow back. Exhale, step through to lunge. Left foot to the top of your space. Take that gliding lunge. You can add blocks into the hands, lift the heart and eyes. Exhale, pulse back. Inhale, glide forward. Exhale, pulse back. Take it at least one more time. Hold pyramid position, chest over thigh, breathe in. And then exhale, release, bend the knee. Warrior one, right toes turn out at a 45-degree angle. You can start with hands on hips. You want your shoulders and hips forward. Hands come to the sky. Take the non-dominant grip. Steeple fingers, breathe in. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale up. Exhale, T the arms. Inhale up. Exhale, hands bind behind the spine. Thumbs crossed, take the non-dominant grip, lift the heart. Exhale, tumble warrior. Chest inside of thigh, head to the earth. As best you can, both shoulders are inside of the knee. Breathe in. Exhale out. One more. And exhale. Unbind the hands, raise up to warrior one. And then warrior two, you'll need to adjust your feet. The left heel makes a line into the right arch. Breathe in. Exhale out. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands to heart yokes and step the back right foot forward, coming into chair position. Take an inhale. And exhale, tipping bird. Sweep the arms behind you. Spread the fingers. Lift the eyes. Breathe in. Exhale out. Inhale, lift the hands back to the heart. Staying here, lift the right leg off the earth, sweep the right leg back for warrior three. If you need balance support, you can touch the toes to the earth, otherwise keep the leg leveraged. Lift the heel as high as the hip if you're able. If you have it in your practice, reach forward, unguard. Take a breath in. Exhale out. One more. And exhale. Bring the right foot forward, hands to heart. Rise up to stand. And exhale, forward fold down to the earth. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, forward. Inhale, rise up to chair. Lift the hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Preparation for warrior three. Left leg starts to go back. If you need balance support, toes can stay on the earth. Otherwise, leverage and lift the left leg yokes. You can have the right knee bent, belly hugs in, Uddiyana Bandha. You can reach forward on guard. This is the pose where Shiva takes off the head of the ego. Just 6 minutes here. And then release, left foot down, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Take a half lift, breath in. Exhale, plant the hands and walk back to push-up position. Take a breath in. Exhale out. Two more. Last one. Down to the earth, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin. My preference, safer for the shoulders. Unturn the toes, lift the heart. Release. One more cobra, breath in. Push back to Balasana, child's pose, big toes together, knees apart, hips over heels, third eye to the earth. The Sanskrit word for your ability to be discerning, which is different than judging. Discernment, in Sanskrit definition, is to know the difference from reality and unreality, or truth from untruth. It's not to decide whether something is right or wrong, good or bad. Is it true or untrue? In your intuitive self, your high self, your capital S self that Virgo is choosing, always knows what is capital T true. But I can't tell. One of the yogic reasons they would explain why one can't tell is because you have 80,000 thoughts running through your head a day. It obscures and veils the Buddhi consciousness. It's not gone. Everybody has crystal clear, pristine intuition. But imagine 80,000 leaves a day falling on top of it. So get your little gardener gloves out. Use mantra, use breath work, use intention, use sankalpa, use prayer. Start cleaning those leaves off your Buddhi consciousness. Breathe in. Exhale out. One more breath in Balasana. Softly raise up to tabletop. Take a slow cat-cow, shoulders over wrists, lift your chin, lift your eyes, lift your heart. Exhale, pulse back to the spine. One more time, breathe in. And exhale out. Now start to walk your hands towards your knees. You're a little crouching tiger right now. Push into the hands and roll over the toes. Heels come to the earth as you lift your hips. And then rise up to stand from the back or middle of your space. Reach up to your sky. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands to heart, eyes closed. Thumbs rest at the sternum, shoulders relaxed. Samasthiti means all things come to the center or come to truth. Come breathe into the heart. Exhale from the heart. The journey of yoga, the purpose of yoga is to bring the head back to the heart. Breathe in and exhale out. Another way to say that is revelation. The mind obscures and veils, and when the mind is released, things that were once veiled are revealed, revelated. Breathe in. Exhale out. Softly open the eyes, lift the hands to the sky. And then bring them down to your side body, touch your thighs. Lift the right shoulder, left shoulder drops, tick-tock to the windows, and then go the other way. Come back to neutral. We'll take a series of a few standing positions. Recalibrate your feet on the earth so you feel stable. First one is Vipassana tree pose. You can rock heel to toe, just getting a little stability, feeling your feet underneath you. When you feel ready, hands can come to heart-centered yogis. 3 options for tree. You'll start with your right leg rooted. First option is left foot kickstance against the ankle. This is 100% considered tree. Second option is just a modification. It's foot against the calf. One is not better than the other. Last option is foot inside of the thigh. It just depends upon everybody's body and preference today. One place to avoid is on the knee. Breathe in. Exhale out. If you'd like, you can extend your branches. I'm a tree. You can move your eyes and your fingers, your head. Breathe. You can hug your belly in. That helps with balance and pull the root up, or it can. One more. And then release, step out. Take your little qigong, elbow and knee bend. Take a little twist as you do that. And then Vipassana tree on the other side. Yogis root the left foot to the earth, hands to heart. 3 options, you know where to go, ankle, calf, or inner thigh. It might be different than the other side. Sometimes we have different balance points in the body. Don't try and force yourself. Once you find your stability, you can hug the belly and pull the root up. You have the option to move the eyes, the hands, the torso, the fingers. And then release out. Take a little walk on the mat, restabilize. Our second balancing pose is dragon pose. It's pretty exciting, don't you think? You'll lift your left leg, bend the knee. Left hand slides in, holds the inner knee. Open the knee towards the windows. Right hand goes towards the opposite side. Thumb is up, fingers out. If you have the balance, look over the right knee. Flex the left foot, lift the left toes, push down through the left heel, hug the belly in, bind the belly. Breathe in. Exhale out. Call in your dragon power. Who, me? I think mouse. No, go dragon. One more. I am strong. Release. I'm powerful. For a moment, turn the toes out, heels in. Bring your palms in front of you, a little crouch in the body, head is over the hips. With an inhale, lift the hands to the sky and cleanse your crown down to your root. Take that 2 more times. Last one. And bring yourself back to stability. Dragon on the other side, you'll lift the right leg, right hand comes inside of the knee. Once you're here, hugging the belly in and pulling the root up in support, lifting the right toes, open the gate. Take the left hand to the side, thumb is up, fingers to the window, shoulder heads back. So you have the balance, look to the window. Breathe. Give your dragon strength. How often have you done something and it's more the will than the body that wants to give first? That's the Virgo thing. Take back the control of your thoughts. Re-sculpt them, and if you don't know how, introduce mantra. Think something different. Repeat it. I am healthy. I am healthy. I am healthy. I am strong. Release. Take a little side-to-side sway. Bend your elbows. One last balancing sequence, yogis. This is full levitation, so both feet off the ground. Just seeing if everybody's here. So look down at your toes. On an inhale, lift all 10 toes up. Then exhale, like a little claw, grip the earth with your toes. Inhale, lift the toes, and then grip the earth with your toes. 2 more. 1 more. Just one simple. Inhale, lift the hands to the sky. Broaden your wings, bend the knees, go down to the earth. Scoop the earth up, lift it to the sky, lift your chin, and then sail down. 3 more. This is called Taurus breath. We're opening up the shape of the toroidal field through your body. Energy rises from the heart of the earth to the heart of the sky. It radiates in all directions, and then it comes to the universal point of the heart and goes out again. 1 more. Now as you scoop up, Samasthiti. Relax the shoulder heads. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more inhale. And exhale. So open the eyes, lift the hands to the sky. And exhale, swan dive down to the earth. Take a half lift, hands touch your shins. Exhale, plant your hands on Mother Earth and walk your feet back to a final down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Head is below the heart. Feet are at the back of your mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Coming into a hip opener, this is pigeon pose. For those of you who want to take pigeon, I'll cue it. If you need camel, not camel, if you need figure 4 instead, you can lay on your back. Cue pigeon. Lift your right leg to the sky. Bend the right knee and shin come forward and lay down on the earth. Before you go into sleeping pigeon, push into your hands, straighten your arms, lift your belly and torso. And then on an exhale from the low belly, bow down. Forearms to the earth. Maybe you come down to the head, maybe you use a block. Return to your breath. Along with mantra, the yogis and many other traditions speak that sculpting the prana, pranayama, is a beautiful way to start sculpting the pattern of thought. We go back to a little bit of math and calculation. Your average Westerner is cruising around 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day. Most Westerners are breathing 21,000 breaths a day. That's quick, shallow breathing in the upper lungs, 15 to 16 breaths a minute. Your respiratory system is only operating in the upper 20% of the lungs, the bottom 80% are in cycle. If you just take simple deep breaths, it reduces your breath rate to something like 16,000. Biology has even acknowledged physiologically less breaths mean longer life. Deeper, longer breaths mean longer life. The study of the animal kingdom, a mouse breathes 300 times a minute, lives 2 years. A tortoise breathes once a minute, once every 2 minutes, breathes 300 years. Yourself settled in. Less breaths mean less thinking. It's usually a correlation. You slow your breath down, you become aware of breathing. You think that you're breathing, and you replace the thought about other things with the thought is you're breathing. That's a way more healthy thought pattern than usually what you were thinking before. It's also a pattern of presence of mountains in breathing. One more in pigeon. Exhale, hands come back underneath the shoulders. No need to hurry the body. You'll lift the chest, lengthen the belly organs, and then turn the left toes under. Slowly unbind the right leg. Pedal the feet out, yogis. Pigeon on the opposite side, left leg lifts. Bend the knee and chin comes forward down on the earth. Before you go into sleeping pigeon, lift your heart. Open the belly organs. Lengthen the spine and then bow from the low waist. It could be a succession of 4 or 5 movements to get there. Use a block, forearms, hands, head to get to the earth. We're on our lunar side. Yin, intuitive, feeling, cyclical. Tidal. One way to measure your breath, if it's challenging, is to watch your navel with your inner eye. If your belly moves away from the body and away from the spine, that's an indicator you're breathing into that lower 80% of the lungs. If the belly doesn't move while you breathe, that's usually an indicator you're not breathing deep. The belly is completely involved in breath. When you pull on the diaphragm, the major muscle that opens the lung, it lowers into the area of the vital organs. It moves the belly forward. It pulls the spine away. And the diaphragm raises back up for an exhale. The belly organs go back towards the spine goes back to its curve. 4 or 5 more breaths. Again, you can measure yourself by watching your belly. Major practice that helps with sculpting the mind's thoughts is being a witness. If you don't witness your thoughts, they go, okay, we'll go anywhere. When you turn the witness on, you go, oh, maybe I should think something else. More breath, navel comes forward. Exhale out. Slowly bring the hands back with the shoulders, lengthen the belly, lengthen the spine. Turn the right toes under, unbind the left leg, final down dog. Take a little pedal of the feet, and then come to your knees, yogis. You'll eventually come through to a seat. Feet go to the front of your mat, and come lay down on your spine. Any way that you get there works great. Your knees will be bent, soles of the feet on the ground. Take your feet as wide as the mat, knock the knees together in the center, and sway the hips side to side. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together, knees open up like a butterfly in a book. If you need support, you can put blocks underneath the thighs or knees. Otherwise, body open. A little bit longer hold here. 15 breaths. You can watch the belly, or if you want a little more body contact, bring the right hand to touch the navel, left hand to hold the heart, and you can feel if you're breathing deep. I'll give you a more modern quote on the mind situation from Carl Jung, if that's more your jam. Carl Jung says, until you have a look into your unconscious, it will guide you and you will call it fate. When you look at the thoughts and the processes of the unconscious, it will guide you and you will think it is fate. Why did this just happen? You don't know. everybody's dharma, everybody's sole purpose, at least in the wisdom of the yogis, is to start bringing the mind back to the heart. Doesn't matter what job you hold, doesn't matter where you live, doesn't even matter as much who you're married to or who you partner with. Those things are secondary sole purposes. The primary two things, at least in the Virgo wisdom, is being an awareness of what you think and knowing how you'll react. Those two things alone can greatly rechange the landscape of your life. Breathe in. Exhale out. Start to release. Hands can come hold the edges of the thighs. Close the book. Both knees come into the belly. Cross the ankles. Hold the shins. Apanasana pose. Circle around on the low back. Native earth. Press the kidneys, the tailbone into the ground. Circle the other way. Do figure four twist, bring both of your feet to the earth, cross the right leg over the left, figure four, and then slowly start to drop the left knee and the right foot towards the earth. Rotation in the body. If you're able, the left knee and the right foot touch down to the earth, right knee is pointing to the sky. Breathe into the belly. Twist both detoxify organs, tissue, fascia, blood vessels, nervous system, and they also invigorate and tone. When you release, fresh blood goes rushing into those spaces. Health, prana. More breath in, breath out. One way to release from this pose is to first just lift the right leg, uncross it, and then lift the left. Rebalance your hips, then figure four the other way. Left leg crosses over the right. And on an exhale, drop the right knee and left foot to the earth. Left knee points to the sky. Breathe into the belly and low spine. Virgo, one who chooses themselves. Capital S self, Atman. Another word for choosing the self is Buddhi consciousness or Buddha. If you're ready to release, left leg first uncrossed, then right knee lifts. Happy baby, soles of the feet can be to the sky as you hold the toes or the ankles or the shins. Try to keep the tailbone towards the earth, hugging the belly, and can help with that. You can rock on the kidneys. Any other movements that would feel good, you're welcome to explore. You'll eventually come to Shavasana, laying on your spine. You can use blankets, bolsters, cover-ups. Shavasana is death pose, surrender pose. It's practice for the surrender of the mind back to the heart. The quiescence of thought. It's okay if you have thoughts passing by. One of the recommendations of the Taoists is you may not cease thinking, but you don't have to identify with what you think. That's a step, a process. Like when clouds pass in the sky, you don't have to follow the cloud. You can just note it. You don't have to identify your self-worth or your value or your beingness with a thought. It can be a first movement to disassociate, to move away from thinking. They may still go by, but you say, oh, I see you, goodbye. One more full breath in, lift the heart, lift the belly, sigh out. And let the breath just be easy in the body, yogis. Idam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. From spirit comes spirit. If you take spirit from spirit, it is still spirit. If you bring the eternal to the material, it is still eternal. The Purnama mantra. Purnama can be translated as spirit, eternal, or fullness. If you take fullness from fullness, it is still full. It's also a mantra for the full moon. Take a breath in. Exhale out. The self that you are referring to in the Virgo choice is the eternal self. The self that always was, always will be, never was not, always shall be. It is everlasting light, eternal love. The yogis name it the Hridayam, the Atman, Brahman, the unnameable, the unmanifest. Choose the self. Virgo is one who chooses the self. That's you. It's not somebody different. It's not reserved for the Buddha or the Christ. They may also have done that, but so shall you. Breath in. Exhale out. Let your thumbs brush the tips of the fingers. Roll the wrist. Move the toes, move the ankles. Reach the arms above the crown. Hug into your core, bend the knees, cross the ankles, bow the head. Rock side to side on your kidneys, Apanasana. Turn one shoulder to the heart of the earth, one to the heart of the sky, into fetal position on the ground. I belong, I am rooted. I am a child of the earth and sky. My soul has purpose. I am thriving. Anything else you need, maybe remind yourself of your intention. When you're ready, push up to a seat. Hands to heart. I'll sing the Purnama mantra again. If you know it, you can sing it. If you don't know it, every other word is Purnama. So you can kind of flow through it. Take a breath in. Om Purnamidam Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. One more. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. One Om. The light in me, the eternal light, is the same in all of you. I bow to. Namaste. Yay, yoga, if you need modern translation. Thank you, yogis, for practicing. Good to have you all here. Good luck out there. You're right between two eclipses. Next eclipse is on the 27th for the full moon. It's a lunar eclipse. It'll be visible here in Denver. It's a partial lunar, so the moon will go somewhere into orange or red that evening. Anyhow, we have a few things coming up. We have a few spots left in Spain. That's 26 days away. So if you want to shock your friends and neighbors, be like, I did it. I signed up. Go on. Thinking about it. That's September 17th through the 26th. We also have our teacher training, the 200 hours, starting off on September 11th. We have 3 days down in Manitou Springs at Sunwater Spa. You get away from your life, get immersed in nature, and then you come back with 4 weekends here at the studio. All right, yogis. That's all the announcements today. Good luck out there in the world. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like between the first and fourth and we're the other students, so it's all students, and they do a sale.